Hey, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. Today's antique junk journal is this wonderful beach themed junk journal. A friend of mine brought me this book that she found at an antique shop, and I was floored. As soon as I saw it, I literally had it in my hands less than 24 hours, and it is now a beach themed junk journal. This is from 1906, and look at this wonderful original cover, original back. The side was in very bad shape, so I used the interior mechanism here, or construction piece for the signatures, and I used it to trim and fix the spine. So I added my vintage beads here to match the colors in the cover, and just a little bit of vintage fabric down the side here. And let me take you on a journey inside this wonderful beach themed journal, and a reminder that everything in here is authentic antique and vintage ephemera. No digitals, no commercial papers, no commercial products, anything. It's all the real McCoy, and it's going in my Etsy shop, hyperstamper.etsy.com, as soon as I'm done this video. So let's start here. The original first page of the book here, and it's this wonderful sort of cardstock fuzzy paper that I love from the early 1900s. And in here is an original 1940s Arborite countertop sample, and it's a double-sided, a little rare, and this one is Aqua Waverly, and because it's aqua and waves, you can see the little wave patterns. I thought that was perfect for a beach journal. Great. And then a little beach page here that I turn into a pocket from the 30s. Another wonderful children's illustration, fun at the beach here. And then this is from another book that I have that was inscribed March 23rd, 1929 to Marion. Another one of the original first pages of the book. And this one here I clipped from a 1927 catalog. And so it is almost 100-year-old piece here. And it is a pretty wool bathing suit. Are you kidding me? First of all, itchy. Second of all, hot. Yikes. But this is what they wore back in the 20s. $3.25. Look at the butterfly hat. Oh my God, it's so fantastic. I love it so much. This is from a vintage bird book. These are the seashore birds, and I put a little feather here as well to hold this paper clip in place. And on the other side, I've got a 1937 diary page, 5-year diary page. And then this from 1966, so almost 60 years old. A couple of families there at the beach. Look at all those kids. And then this is a page from an antique book here called The Sea and a Shell. So lots of journaling space here and here. A little piece from Beethoven there. Another vintage book page here. And I just turned this 1940s magazine page, which is about photography. And this particular theme on this page was the beach. Isn't that cool? This is just a little booklet of florals and botanicals that I put together because it's fun. You've got to have flowers in every book. And this is from 1904. I mean, look at that beach. Wow. With the cliffs, it's so beautiful. And that is from one of the villages in England. There's more of that photography book page. Look at the size of that sombrero. I love it so much. This is from an early 1920s geography book. And these are some boys down at the beach there looking for treasures, as I do when I am at the beach looking for sea glass. This is one of my flinch cards from the 1920s. And then here is a lovely poem on the shell, and that is from a vintage book as well, so over 50 years old. Another one of the original pages of this book. And look at this sweet little one here from 1927, two little girls at the beach, and this beautiful little poem about the blue apron at the beach. Now this here is hand typed, 1887 is the date on that, and it's all about the Bering Sea. And so it's about the sea, so I slipped that in there as well. You can journal on that too. Just another antique book page here and here. And then this wonderful themed here with the shells, the little girl sorting out her shells that she's collected from the sea. I just love it. And then look at this from a wonderful antique book. All the different shells there. That has been in my beach ephemera folder for a very long time. And look at this little sweetie from 1920. She's in her little bathing suit going to the beach with her teddy bear friend. I love it. This is a page from the 1930s here. And then this is one of my little games from the 1920s as well. And I pulled up the two words at play. It's a make a sentence set that teachers would have used in their classrooms. This is a vintage map, and this is the east coast of North America, and then I live right there between Toronto and Hamilton. There we go. The vintage page here, and then this here is a 1950s receipt that you can play with and journal on. A little space back here to put your own treasures. And then here we have this really pretty vintage botanical page. And then this here is just a little children's book page, and to me it looked like she was along the seashore there, which was kind of sweet. And I'll just set those aside. I love this, The Happiest Heart. Sweet little poem here about happiness. More extra journaling space here. The end page for an antique book. It's a 1950s doily making page, or crocheting, and it says Tropic Seas Knitted Bedspread. So because it had the word seas in it, I thought, yep, gotta have it in the beach journal. Here's another antique plate from a book. This is not the English Countryside series, but another book I have. Isn't that gorgeous with the sea? Amazing. And I used this piece of doily here, handmade, because it had some blue. I don't have a lot of blue in my doilies, so I thought that belonged with the beach theme. And this here is a little piece of stationery from the 50s, and it's got these little embossed shells on them. Not from the 50s, from the 70s. It is 50 years old, is what I meant to say. Vintage dictionary page. These are my antique pages here. This is one from my postcard album, and in it I have put this postcard here. Look how wonderful this is. And you can tell this is turn of the century because the men are in suits at the beach and the women are in long dresses. Look down here. It's fabulous. I love it so much. And then I've got this here is a vintage book on shells. And that's a really beautiful full color page there. This is a 1930s photograph here of men in a full suit at the beach. What is with the suits on the beach? Wow. If we saw that now, we'd, tell somebody to go see a doctor. Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. And that is South Beach, 1910. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that beautiful stone beach there. Love it. And then this fun pocket here has a very old playing card. This is from the 1920s. Here's some twill tape that you can use or just have because it's beautiful. And then this here is another antique page from the 1800s that I added journaling space on the back too, all on top of an antique book page here and here. And that brings us to the end. So I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. Visit soon and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.